Hey guys, I thought you would dig seeing this. This is the 377 grain bullet from Cutting Edge Bullets for the 375. Cutting Edge Bullets, if you guys aren't familiar with them, they produce all kinds of really good quality hunting bullets, pistol bullets, etc. I've been running some of their pistol bullets in a 44 Magnum. Solid copper turned stuff, super high quality, and they have a lot of really good long-range bullet designs. This particular projectile is kind of developed for the 375 CheyTac, which is what we're going to be running. Here's a case for the 375 CheyTac here. Basically a 505 Gibbs neck down. There's a metric designation is 9.5 by 77 millimeter, and a very, very stout case. For comparison, we have the 338 Lapua Magnum here, and that's based on a 416 Rigby, bit smaller of a case, and that is a very, very effective long-range round, but this sucker is quite a step up, and we're excited to go ahead and we got a rifle coming from TACOM HQ that's going to utilize one of their proprietary structured barrels, and we have got some testing done on several different rifles with structured barrels by TACOM HQ. But I really want to get a good comprehensive evaluation of their performance under a variety of different conditions. And so we will be trying it out. This is quite a well-designed projectile. You can see the Meplat here is kind of a little hollow tip. We do have a driving band on the side here that protrudes slightly out from the rest of the bullet. If you can barely maybe see that. It protrudes just out a little bit. Got the boat tail. And you can see the little marks on it from being machined. This bullet has pretty good stats. I think the G1 ballistic coefficient would be like 950, and the G7 would be like 438-ish. And of course, those numbers vary a little bit as depending on the equipment and the internal ballistics and what kind of yaw might be induced on the projectile. Obviously, there's a lot of things that affect BC, but very good performing projectile for long-range applications. We're not going to push it super fast unless we need to, but the nice thing about the barrels from TACOM HQ, the structure barrels, they're harmonically deadened, so you don't really need to swirl around with the load all that much. Basically, you just put as much powder in as you need to propel it at the speed you want to, and there is no harmonic node defined because there's no major vibration patterns because it's like 8 times more rigid than a barrel of similar weight. And so that's the neat thing about a structured barrel is it gives you a lot of liberty in your loading. You can go from max load, a mild load, a minimum load, and still get incredible performance in terms of your cone of fire being nice and small. And yeah, this is pretty cool. I think these bullets are recommended to have a 1 in 10 twist, if I remember correctly. And they come packaged very nicely, guys. They come packaged in one of these boxes here, like I don't know if this is MGM or whatever, MTM, is that who makes them? They get the plastic boxes, and they're individually compartmentalized here. And they just take great care in the details in what they do. I know that the hunting projectiles they produce are very, very effective for the terminal ballistics effects, and I like copper for a lot of other reasons besides getting lead poisoning isn't all that fun. If you shoot a lot, that's actually a thing. But copper is a lot more environmentally friendly, and it does have other properties. When you change the density of a projectile, it totally changes the dynamic stability and even the gyroscopic stability of that projectile. And it rebalances how the center of gravity and the center of pressure are kind of oriented in relation to the rotational momentum that you have on the projectile, the stabilizing force. And so you kind of got to rework the math in terms of performance expectations when you change the material. I know that some of the other proprietary projectiles we've been testing are made out of very, very interesting materials, but this has long been a good one. Just your copper alloys, and they're very, very easy on the CNC machine to get very, very uniform projectiles. And so, pretty exciting stuff, man. I like how they look. They're a beast. This is kind of your missing link between the 338 Lapua and the 50. .408 would be right in there too. And there's some debate on what's better, 375, .408, .460 Steyr. There's a lot of good options in between the .338 and the .50 caliber. I know that this one is currently very popular at the King of 2 Mile. Some guys think maybe a little bigger, but we're going to try it out. We're going to test it out. I've always kind of wanted to try these. I do like the concept behind this, and we're going to see what she can do, man. But I just kind of wanted to share that with you. Cutting Edge Bullets, they make bullets for all different kinds of rifle cartridges and pistols. Check them out. They do a darn good job. My compadre Philip Naiman over there on the 590 AM in California. That's not his full shtick. He's got a lot of other stuff going on. But he's quite the hunting machine, and he's been using these for a long time, and they have very good terminal performance on them. So you can check out his radio show too if you want to hear what he's got to say about cutting edge, and he's got some pretty good stuff. He comes to the classes, the seminars a bit, and teaches about some of the terminal performance when you're coming from the hunting perspective, which is actually a very, very good way to test the real-world capabilities. You can't tell a lot of that stuff by shooting at gelatin, although, I mean, that's a good way to get a good hydrostatic profile of what kind of wound channel you might see in soft tissues, but to get the full dynamic terminal effects analysis, you got to be shooting through, an actual animal. There's bones, there's different densities and materials, and as it passes through the different organs and stuff like that. But the Cutting Edge Bullets do a very good job in terms of external ballistics performance because of their high quality control in their manufacture process, but also terminal ballistics performance. They just work very, very well. Yeah, excited. I wanted to show that to you guys while I was here. I got a whole pile of them, and I did buy a huge pile of this Peterson brass too. Peterson, as you guys might know, is one of the top brass outfits in competitive circles. A lot of guys really, really like these guys. Very good quality stuff. Just looking at the brass, the flash hole, particularly on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. It's not going to focus in there, is it? Let me hit the button. Maybe, not quite. But there is kind of a, inside where the flash hole is, it opens up in kind of a conical kind of a geometry. And that's for better dispersion of the incandescent particles of the primer going into the case in a very uniform way. And of course, the metallurgy and the quality control of Peterson brass is very good. I think they have like 100% inspection rates on the brass for not only cosmetic issues, but also for dimensional issues. So they do a good job. Of course, Lapua out of Finland is incredible stuff. I don't know what's better, Peterson or Lapua, but they're both really, really good. And when you get up to the plateau, when you get up to that tier 1 quality stuff, they work really well. Actually, this brass is getting pretty close to done. I think I've got 7 or 8 shots on this stuff. I do run them a little mild on the 338, but you can tell by looking at them side by side again. The 375 bullet there is quite a bit larger and very similar idea, but executed in a totally different way. A different animal than the 338 Lapua. And that's a 300 grain Sierra Match King that I've been running for a million years. Good bullets as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Nice.
I've never taken a long-range class before, but I can't imagine anybody delivering this much information in this short of a period.
Yeah, it takes a while. After you've
been around a while, you kind of accumulate most of this information. Some of it falls by the wayside, some of it you retain. At least you know it's there, and if you need to use it, you can pull on it.
You cannot miss an opportunity to gain knowledge. You cannot. The guys that are going to talk here, there must be 250 years of experience wandering around in the people that you're going to be exposed to. And I'm talking like hard-earned experience.
Rex is, of course, an absolute natural. He showed us over the years that, so I wasn't surprised to see him perform beautifully because he was born for it. He is naturally an awesome presenter. So whether he does it through YouTube, on video camera, or live, and by the way, congratulations, this is beyond the full house. I really think some people snuck up on you, man. You got to double check on who paid and who didn't, because I see more than 80 people here. I see north of 100 people.
If you have not been studying long range for quite some time, I'm not saying not to come to this class. I'm saying you better put your helmet on. It's gonna go fast. You can't get information like this is gonna happen in this class. You can't get that like anywhere.
He's already well known, and he'll get better and better and better.
But you're right. We have a very strong concentration of people with this much interest and passion. You know, in this one room, everybody's here looking for the best and trying to be the best, and I love it.
And that's the secret to success, too, guys, is surrounding yourself with competent, intelligent, and passionate people.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot in this room, because everybody that gathers together here is because of a love for the sport or the craft and the skill and the art and the science. And you, Mr. Rex, you're kicking some butt up there today, man. You're in the zone.
I'm getting sweatier and sweatier, Lou. Wait until 4 hours from now.
You know, I'm a little scared to get up there. I mean, Rex is such a great speaker in this forum, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm going to bore these guys to death. But I can tell you one thing I like about these type of forums. When you get guys that admit to being interested in long-range shooting, you're past the guy who swears he can shoot a quarter-inch group with his factory Savage with factory ammo. So these guys, they're not at that point. They've gone past that. They're really serious now, and they really know a lot of this stuff. It's more about how much further can I push my
This is where they've come with
capabilities with more knowledge and more practice and more information.
We'll have a good time. The students will have a good time. You're going to get a tremendous level of information, and there are different levels of knowledge. And when I met Rex, he was really the first guy that I had met that had that kind of tier 1 level of knowledge.
This won't be the last time that you guys do this. This is the best thing that I have seen or been associated with thus far in this industry. This is really good. I think that the guys have learned a lot about this on relative to the topics and how to handle it at the next one that they do. I expect that the next one will be better and better and better, and I think that the guys that go to it are going to benefit and learn a lot.
But you're going to see some amazing things. When this company, as he builds this company and this curriculum, and it goes, I'm telling you, it's going to be a bookmark in American firearms training history. Like something is different over there, what's going on, and people will come from all over.
Hey folks, Lou McCoy with the Rex Reviews Project, and we are here in Texas. Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of fun. I'm here with Jesse and his lovely wife, and what do you guys have to say after the second day?
So we get out here, the first thing we did was check out all of our guns and equipment. We want that solid. We learn the fundamentals, make sure that everybody is doing things like correctly and properly, and that way when we start shooting out the longer distances, we don't we don't have to wonder what's all going on out there, And I think that's really cool, because you feel a lot more confident knowing that you're solid. You got a solid foundation when you start engaging things way out there. So.
And you
I think that's great.
Yeah, man. And you start off really close, and you get all the bugs worked out, and then you work out farther, and it's no big deal. It's easy.
Yeah,
it's easy. So the system works, Mr. Rex. It works, my man.
Just this experience was probably the best shooting experience I've ever had. It was the most I've ever learned, ever. So just getting to shoot out to 1,000, 1,100 yards, and these guys get you out there quick and do it the right way.
Feels like, but I think it's rolling down off the snow. Right.
Now what? Nah. That's still barely a 2.
Oh yeah?
It's hot air. Nothing. Yeah, reticle choice and design, I've really learned to like. That's really important. You know, we always focus on all the other stuff, you know, but reticle design, you know, is very critical.
If you pay attention to those classes and watch those reviews, it'll all come together for you. And this is the place where it all comes together.
Yeah, and you get out in the field and you get to apply all that knowledge and see it in action, and that's gratifying.
Absolutely, and it's the real world issues that that you're really learning here, as opposed to just the, you know, you get all that technical data, and then you bring it out here to the real world and you put it all together and it works.
The secret Rex taught me about butterfly kisses on the cheek. And
it's actually true?
It was true.
Did it work?
It totally worked.
What?
It totally was. It happened earlier today, and all day I've been just on.
Like I just said a minute ago, yesterday everybody showed up. They were nervous. They didn't know what to expect. And look at the crowd behind us now. It's like a party back there, man. People are just having the time of their lives, and not only having a good time, but making some shots too. Some impressive ones.
They're learning what they come out here with. You know, the dot drills, a lot of the drills that Rex and Paul are having us do, they really make you, get you into shape and make you, do exactly what you did the last time and be consecutive, So I think that's a just super way to start to do this stuff. So.
Yeah, it is. And you lay that solid foundation and the rest is easy, man.
Yeah, we're just now it's not even really hard to shoot out there. We're shooting out at 1,100 yards, and really not that big a deal now after we, now that we know what to do.
All right, what just happened, man?
I just hit a water bottle at 875 yards.
And you had one shot.
One shot.
That's not bad. So what's the secret, man?
Aim small, miss small.
Amen. Well done, brother.
Thank you.
As long as you pay attention and do what the instructors say, it will all come together as an equation, and the equal sign pops right up.
Name's Edwin from Boston. Traveled out here to Pennsylvania to take the class to shoot past my home range of 600. Shot out to 1030, made some hits. Every time Rex teaches you something new and gets you comfortable, he totally messes with you. Gets you dirty, gets you muddy, makes you roll around in the rain and the mud and the dust. And then he takes your scope and he messes it all up, and he teaches us something new every time. So great time, good guys.
Nice shooting there, Tex.
Thanks, man. Second round hit on the gong and first round hit on Fred. Almost a 1,000-yard shot. That was pretty awesome.
Feels good for first stage of the day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I wasn't shooting very good yesterday, but it's good to come back.
Haven't shot past 400 yards until I came to RX-18. Right off the bat, brought us right out to 1,000 yards, gave us some confidence. And after working the range tables, I see no reason why I couldn't hit any target that I knew the true range to and had the dope for, all the way out to and including 1,000 yards.
You're exposing, all the different students, including myself, to some different techniques, pulling from different arenas, whether it be from some application of competition, PRS, NRL kind of things. When we can't always take a prone shot, shooting off of obstacles, from unstable positions.
I came to the RX just to learn everything. It's a great place to be, great people. Learned quite a bit. Got me dialed in at ranges I've never even looked at before.
I've been to RX 17001 seminar and 001 shooting, and so I had some familiarity, but this is just a lot better. This is what I really enjoy. The instruction is again top-notch. We learn any problems we have, we immediately have someone to diagnose the problem. It's because it's so relaxed, the environment, you're constantly learning and you don't even really realize it. I think it's just been an awesome experience, and the knowledge is unbelievable.
Hey, my name's Mitch. I just over here at the Rex Live Fire event. Learned a hell of a lot. I got my rifle 0 for 100 yards yesterday, and within a few hours I was hitting 1,030 yards. And I've never shot past 300 yards in my life. So it's definitely worth the money, definitely worth the trip, the hassle, everything about it's been great. Rex has been great, the crew's been great.
Oh, this has been terrific from my standpoint. We've seen things that we never expected to see. Let me see, we've got one guy, first time ever, at over a mile or whatever, and he's hitting 25, 80.
I think everyone got to a mile, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, everyone got to a mile in the whole class
And,
relatively easily.
It's really been surprising, and that just shows how the equipment, and it shows how the shooters have progressed learning and with the instruction and all. These guys have had good instruction, and they've just got the job done.
And how far were you shooting?
It was 1 mile.
1 mile, and what were you using here?
300 Win Mag.
300 Win Mag.
But probably not. Watch out, Rex.
So you just hit the 2,500 yards. Like, what's your solution?
It was 116 and a half MOA elevation and 14 MOA windage.
And you had 4 shots.
Yes, sir.
You got in your team?
I had 6, so 10 total to hit 2551.
So tell me the story. How'd you finally spot where you're hitting?
I saw the trace. I saw his trace, and I called it good, but he was about 6 inches off the top right corner of the plate. He made a minor correction, bottom left edge of the plate, and I saw the top of the bullet, but I lost it, but it was an impact.